name's Jen, and I love camping, canoeing, hiking, all kinds of outdoor adventures. I've been doing it my whole life. I invite you to join me. Subscribe to my channel, follow along, see what fun we're going to have next, because you know what? There are so many adventures still to come.
Good morning, everybody. Well, it's late morning. It's almost noon, actually. Today is day 5 of the Fall Colours Extravaganza backcountry canoe trip, and it's a rest day. And we've been resting. Well, kind of. We've processed a pile of firewood and collected more over here that needs to be cut up. Took the dog on a little adventure, found a little creepy cave, which is kind of neat. And yeah, just been enjoying the day. No big plans. I did have a good look at our map and realized there's smallmouth bass in this lake. So we're going to go on a little paddle in a while and go check out the other campsites and cast a few times, see if we can't catch something to go along with dinner tonight. Dinner tonight is shrimp Alfredo. So I think a side of fried fish would go very nice with our shrimp Alfredo. But other than that, we've just been chilling and relaxing. It's really warm. Our site gets no sun until about 3:30 in the afternoon, but I'm hot. I'm already down to my t-shirt, my lightweight pants, and just, doing the small amount of wood processing that I've been doing. I've worked up a sweat already, so yeah, can't stop staring at this view. It's so beautiful. The colors are just incredible. Is that your rock pillow? You can just nap anywhere. Everyone, it's about lunchtime, and today we are having hummus, roasted pepper, and tuna wraps. Now, because we do plan on going on a little bit of a paddle, I want to set up the hummus and roasted peppers to rehydrate right now. And I'm going to do that in a little container with some hot water. And we can pack all of our snack stuff into our day pack and take it with us and have our lunch when we're out on our little trip. And the hummus will start hydrating almost instantly. There we go. Got a bit of a stir. Alright, so I'm going to add my peppers to the top. Like that. Kind of squish them in a bit. Add some more hot water. And I'm going to put the lid on this. And the heat and the steam and everything is going to rehydrate those peppers just beautifully. Okay, so we'll check back in shortly. I'm going to let this sit for at least 10 minutes. And then depending on whether we go for our canoe ride right away or not, I will show you how it looks when it's all rehydrated. So this is the group site on Nunikani. It looks very hilly, but we're going to check it out. There's actually a lovely little beachy area to disembark over here. Because the water's so low, I imagine normally this would all be covered. It's definitely a nice campsite once you get up the hill. Nice rock fire pit with down trees all around it. A few tent spots. Beautiful view. Yeah, not too bad. You're not anywhere close to the water, but it's not a bad site at all. And it gets full sun all day. Sweet. Oh no, sit back down. Well, I was trying to give you a comparison to the size of this stump. This tree is huge. This beach is so pretty. I'm sure when the water's normal you wouldn't see it. I think we're going to explore a little bit. Soak up the sun while we can. I don't know what this black rock is, but it's so black. It's beautiful. Oh, thank you, Shoxy. And there's some pink quartz kind of running through it. So there's layers of that black and pink. And check this one out. That is so cool. And this one, you can see like the pink part has like broken off in sheets almost. I could almost pull that off. That's so weird. So we've been exploring this exposed shoreline beach for probably like 45 minutes or so. It's so beautiful. But we're going to head off and go check out the other campsite on the lake, which is straight across there. And it's pretty sunny right now, and I think we're going to have lunch there and relax and just check it out, and then we'll head back to our site. Yeah, I think we definitely have some campsite envy. This is the site directly across from ours on Nunikani. It's kind of east-facing, southeast-facing, so it definitely gets a lot more sun. Much easier entrance. Lots of room for Shoxy to roam. Kind of stone fire pit right close to the water, which could be interesting with the wind. Little benches that people have like built here, and then there's like a Fred Flintstone dining area over here. The really flat rock, and then the two benches on either side. That's pretty neat. Yeah, this is a pretty beauty site. Pretty nice. And I think this is where we're going to have lunch. Our hummus and roasted green peppers have been soaking in the warm water for a couple of hours actually. So I'll show you here. You can see just, oh, these are perfect. Nice and soft for our wraps. That's fantastic. Okay, Shoxy, I don't need your help. I'm going to do pepper. This is like a ridiculous amount of hummus. But that's where all your protein goodness comes from. We have a sun-dried tomato and olive tapenade tuna. So I'm going to put half here. Okay, and that's it. We'll call that lunch. We have 2 wraps each. And this is like super protein, super flavor, wonderfulness. And obviously very easy to do out on the trail. The roasted green peppers are so sweet. They're just intense flavor. So good. There's a very angry bird behind me. It's a nice little fish. Tempted to keep it, but I think there's bigger ones out there. That's awesome. So it's about 4:30 on the afternoon of day 5, and for the first time this trip I'm going to put up a tarp. And the reason is that we are expecting some rain and weather to move in overnight tonight, actually around, well, if the weather network is at all correct, somewhere around 10 p.m. tonight. And then there's going to be a light rain for most of the night and through the morning. So we don't want to be packing up and eating breakfast in the rain, so figure get a tarp up now, have a spot that's dry and out of the weather so we can have breakfast under here. We're having coffee and oatmeal, so I can use the twig stove to do breakfast if necessary. So yeah, just gonna get this tarp set up, I think. So last look at the tarp setup here. I did raise up this point slightly. I added this pole here for this back corner, and I put another little pole here which is going to help keep the ridge line up higher. Most of my tie outs I've just tied out to roots, or this one is to that giant log over there. And yeah, this will be sufficient for keeping us out of the drizzle in the morning. We'll probably move a bunch of the campfire wood underneath here tonight, just so that we know we have dry wood for breakfast in the morning. But yeah, I feel good about that. It's probably about 6:30, and as you can see, the sun is just dropping below the tree line. And the crazy thing about the weather this week is that, like, I've been in a t-shirt all day since 10 o'clock this morning, basically. And now the temperature is dropping dramatically. Like, I'm about to go and put my lined pants on and my wool shirt and socks and the whole thing. This has been an incredible trip with weather, to be honest. Just hot days. I got a sunburn paddling yesterday on my face. Just so bizarre. And then, yeah, and then the nighttime temperatures just dropping down to 2 degrees, 1 degree. Tonight is supposed to be our warmest night when the cloud cover moves in somewhere around 9:30, 10 o'clock. The low tonight's only 10 degrees Celsius, so that's going to seem like amazing weather for us from what we've had all week. But yep, that's the last of the sun for today, and I don't think we're going to see any tomorrow because it's supposed to rain all day. Makes me sad. Last night of the trip. Dinner tonight is going to be garlic shrimp Alfredo with shrimp that I dehydrated at home. So I'm using a packaged Alfredo sauce packet. Then in this bag I have my dehydrated shrimp, zucchini, and mushrooms. Now how I'm going to do this, oh, and then this bag I have my pasta. So yeah, so this is my dehydrated shrimp, my zucchini, and my mushrooms. A lot of water, just enough to kind of cover it. I'll put it on the heat there. Alright, we're probably good to go for about 10 or 15 minutes. My water is boiling for my pasta, so I'm going to get that going here. My veggies and my shrimp I added a splash bit more water to it. They're still cruising and getting soft. They've come a long way. But the longer they can rehydrate and the softer and plumper they get, the tastier it'll be. And the water that's in here is going to be part of the water I use to make the Alfredo sauce as well. Clearly we've lost our sunlight, so I'm going to try to keep my headlight on what I'm doing so you guys can see. My pasta is pretty much fully cooked. It's been a great rolling boil for a little while now. And yeah, check that out. Looks good. My veggies and shrimp have been simmering away. They're really soft and succulent, all ready to go. Now there's a little bit of extra water in here. So I'm supposed to add 175 milliliters of water. I'm going to add 150. And then I'm going to add my garlic Alfredo sauce to this pot. There it is. And I'm going to add a couple splashes of olive oil. It's supposed to be a couple tablespoons of butter in here, so we'll just substitute the olive oil. And get this kind of stirred up. So it's time to strain my pasta and add my sauce. So I'm going to take this off the heat. Just kind of tilting the pot a little bit. Oh, pasta's trying to escape. There we go. Side. Now my sauce didn't thicken as much as it probably would if you were making it home and using actual milk and butter, but it did thicken a little bit. Oh, look at that goodness. There you have it, friends. This is how I use dehydrated shrimp out on the trail. The shrimp garlic Alfredo with zucchini and mushrooms. And of course we're going to garnish it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And it's so good! I'll show you here in my bowl. Dinner's wrapping up. We're going to do some dishes and then we're just going to sit around the campfire. It's our last night and we're just kind of sad we're leaving tomorrow, but you know, got to get back to the real world eventually. If anything exciting happens tonight, I'll let you know. I am on like my last battery power, so I won't be messing around too much with the camera unless it is something really entertaining to share with you, because I do want to be able to film our trip out tomorrow. So in case nothing else happens, have a great night. Raining. We knew it was supposed to rain today. We were hopeful it might blow over or push back to later. But it is what it is. So today is going to be about embracing the suck and just getting it done. A leaf just fell on my little table. So much sucky muck. My feet are bit of a disaster. I'm gonna try to, don't know if this will work, but hoping to find a rock and maybe rinse a little bit of the muck out because it's really gross. I don't know if this is even gonna work. Oh, there's one. Okay. You can see my footprints and how deep I sunk. Oh, this is crazy, but we're at the dam. Portage is that way. It's beautiful with all the leaves. We're gonna get going. So we're at the bottom of the portage. This is the bottom of Crab Falls. I'm gonna try to get a couple snippets along the trail so you can see it. It's so pretty. A little bit more of Crab Falls. I had to put my glasses in my pocket because with the misting rain I just couldn't see anyways. So I can kind of appreciate what I'm seeing. We're just heading back for our second load. This portage I think is an elevation change of 325 meters, which is a lot, but it's crazy wide, like it's almost a road, but it's so beautiful. The falls are just roaring. So we found a bonus portage because we're certainly not running that. It's not far, it's maybe 100 feet. Canoe's just up above it there, but this is so pretty. The water is just so turquoise and clear. It's gorgeous. Very wet doggo. Yep, yep. So I'm going to try to show you through my kind of wet and muddy bag, but we started here today on Nunikani Lake. We came down here and we paddled this little channel. We did the 225 meter portage around the dam and Crab Falls. We paddled a little bit and then did the bonus portage around some rapids. Now we're just weaving our way out this channel. I think we're pretty much past it all, and then we're going to come out. Yeah, we're in this little area here, and yeah, and then we just have to come down here to Big Hawk Lake, cut across, and then down to our put-in. So yeah, we're done all our portaging. This is fantastic. And the sun is trying to break out, and there's no wind right now, and the colors are beautiful, but I think my lens is foggy. This is just absolutely incredible in here. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the cliffs. Look at this. Oh wow, you just come around this bend and they're right there. Holy. We'll get closer, I'll get a better shot. Okay friends, this is Big Hawk Lake. I was not able to film it on our way in 6 days ago because we were riding 2-foot swells and that did not seem safe. We're on the last leg of our adventure. We just have to paddle about another half an hour across the big open part of this lake, and then we go down a long skinny bay and we're back to the marina and our truck. But we are lucking out. There's a light breeze at our back and it is just beautiful. The sun even keeps trying to poke out. I can't believe it. Well, friends, I'm going to call that a wrap on our Fall Colours Extravaganza spectacular backcountry canoe trip. 6 days, 5 nights in Haliburton Highlands Water Trails, Nunikani Lake loop. Absolutely spectacular. It lived up to all of our expectations and surpassed them. I feel like we spent so much time just looking around going, this is so beautiful. It was great. Big Hawk Lake gave us one last little fight. The last kilometer was a stiff, vicious headwind. We fought hard and we're through and we're in the Calm Bay. We're about 100 meters from the put-in. And I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next trip.